5. So you can create yourself some dubstep basses. If you really, really want to. Now, kind of difficult to see there what's really going on, so let's try a different magnification again. So you can see about at least one cycle of the saw. Yeah, there we go. I think that's about right. Okay, so you should be able to hear kind of a nice little wide variety of sounds that you can actually create with these two waveforms being mixed together. Very nice and harsh and buzzy and all kinds of nice and glitchy. And there is actually, you know, I was mentioning before, I don't know if it was in this video or in some of the other ones, but there's a switch up here that allows you to switch between ascending and descending. In some cases, if you're in the wrong mode, then it tracks, but not quite as well. But this can actually be kind of a pleasing effect, or it kind of gets a little glitchy. So let's try that and just see what that sounds like. So we're switching into the other mode. Let's just move through some of these. Not much of a difference. Maybe not in this particular patch. So now we have our quantized output going over there. Next, I wanted to do a little bit of modulation, so we can do this a couple of ways. We can take the unquantized output from our sequencer over here, and then patch that down to our wave in right there. Kind of create sounds like this. So depending on my point of reference, that will allow me to then change the setting that I'm on at the same time that I'm changing the notes, so then it kind of gets a little more variety in your patch. Now if I wanted to switch that up just a little bit, something a little more subtle, I can take my quantized output from here. You can see the numbers over at the Megawave are a little bit different. And then besides that, like if you're just sending CV notes there, you can also do standard modulation. So over here I have a LFO, hopefully you can see that. And I'm just going to take a simple sine wave, patch it in. Now this one might be set a little bit too fast, so let me slow it down a little. Set it a little higher there. So lots of different effects that you can actually achieve with this. Modulation versus no modulation versus with CV notes or any other kind of modulation source that you can think of. Let me do one more modulation source. Let me try doing the embolator right here. So I'm going to take the output from there. And then now I need something to trigger my envelope. I haven't tried this, so if it sounds bad, sorry about that. So we're going to go down to our gate out from our sequencer right there. And then we're going to patch it into the gate input of our embolator. Trying to find something that's kind of mildly interesting. So lots of different possibilities when it comes to modulation. I could even turn this up a little bit. So some pretty interesting sounds. So hopefully you found this video useful, at least to get an idea as to what you can kind of get in some quick little patches with your Megawave. Or maybe this kind of interests you enough to where you say, hey, I think I want one of those Megawaves. Then I'll go grab one. At any rate, hopefully you'll join us in the next segment where we kind of look at the other part of the binary rate multiplier that's in Bank 7 to kind of create some interesting sort of drum triggers with some electronic percussion modules. Again, I'm Raul, and hopefully you found this interesting. If you have any feedback about the video, or maybe something you'd like to see in the next video in the series, you also have the link to the Miniwave manual. So if you are the kind of person that likes to go ahead, if you find anything in Bank 8 or 9 or 10 that you are just really dying to see, let me know, and I will try to incorporate it in some of the future demos. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.